Okay. So, uh, I found out some information about this game. I forget what exactly was the timeline, but I originally thought, uh, uh, hold on, I'm just trying to figure out. Think we are gonna go with this autosave. Because the other save was, like, tutorial stuff. But I thought that this game had, like, a Gold Rush tie-in. And it's like, while I was looking for a thumbnail, I kind of found out that this was supposed to be just a full-on Gold Rush game. So I guess they lost partnership or something. But I will tell you, this game has some quirks to it. Huh. I don't remember there being snow on the ground the last time I was playing. Golden Retriever. Uh, I don't know about Golden Retriever brand, but I know about Gold Hog. Yeah, I wonder how much of this they had to change once they lost the sponsorship or whatever it was. Because I thought they did like a Gold Rush tie-in, not just it was a Gold Rush game. I also remember there being a different game where you could dig holes and process stuff. Something that was more like out of ore, which I have been playing also. In fact, it's like I bought this before I knew about out of ore. So it's like, well, let me go and see how things work in the gold mining simulator. And well, it's a little more janky. Especially since I'm scrolling down and I'm going up the list and not. I'm going left as I scroll down, not right. I don't. I don't understand what the trowel's for. Like, I don't know what half this stuff is actually for. Part analyzer. Can't analyze any of this. So, I mean, I guess I'll just load this up with dirt. And the fact that you can't just click on the hopper, you have to press E right there. You left click to dig, but you have to use on the hopper. Wow, we're not even halfway filled and it already looks mostly filled. But yeah, the main reason why I'm playing this is because I have a bit more knowledge about gold mining, gold prospecting, because that's something my dad was into, and well, you tend to pick some things up, especially whenever you go to meetings. Go to gold prospecting meetings with them. And guess what? We still go. So, it's not like, oh, this is completely lost on me. It's like, this is all I really own in the game right now. So that's why I decided to just run this save. How do I get rid of the story? Journal? No. Gold map. Forest. Buildings. So what? Dig site border. Claim border. Okay, so what does any of this mean? Amount of gold in the ground. There's nothing here. Or maybe that's what it's saying. There's a small amount here, 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 and over here, and here. So I think all the equipment that you can purchase is set up over here. Or I just don't really know what this claim looks like. Is this the buildings right there? Because I don't really know what any of that's supposed to be representing. You can't just run into the woods? I mean, that's not exactly recommended to do in Alaska anyway. But it's like, we've got buildings here that we can't enter. We got things that we can't really... But whatever. I also have a cat in my room because right before I started the stream, my grandma was like, can you get this cat out of here? And it's like, it's your cat. But whatever. She's gonna have to learn to like other people, because the cat's usually just restricted to her room, because our other cat that we still have gets a little aggressive. I'm not exactly sure in what way, because I've never seen it. Also, I'm on 18%. We've got streaming radio, radio songs pop up, environment volume. Let's cut that. Okay, let's see. Is it as loud as it was? But yeah, it's kind of a whole mess with that. I don't really see how this works. You dump a 5-gallon bucket into there and it just washes it all out. Well, time to fill. Time to refill. That looks almost full to me, yet it's only halfway. I also kind of hate how it just digs down. You can't direct your dig. Like, you can kind of direct it like that, but it's not that easy. But yeah, the first thing I'm gonna get is a pump. I'm gonna get a pump and gonna get one of these sluices that sluice? No, it's not a sluice. The sluice would be basically just this. This is high banker, I think. That is the correct term. I kind of forget. Because you can use it somewhere else. But it's like, of course you get the extended. To be honest, you could just, like, in the real world, you could just stack a few more on and just go from there, but hold on, I remember doing something. I just need to check. Oh, I must have did that in a different save. It's like I emptied out one of those into a bucket, and apparently the bucket was so filled with dirt and stuff that I couldn't dump it into the pan. Even though that's usually how things work whenever you're going and getting material like this. Because normally You basically run a bunch of stuff through here. You collect everything in a bucket. And then you take the stuff in the bucket and you pan it out. You know what? Let me get some music going. This is pretty quiet. VLC. There we go. Do 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 do. Where do I get? Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay. So I put it in music. Music. No. Did I put it in the folder itself? There we go. Hold on. It's a little loud in my ears. So I'm going to do that. Okay. And we're only at 56. Kind of forget exactly what I was talking about before. Four ounces. Is that a troy ounce or is that a regular ounce? A troy ounce is like... I don't know. I forget exactly what the ratio is, but I think it's like... Hold on. Let me, a troy ounce to a regular ounce is like... So, 1 troy ounce is like 1.10 ounces. According to whatever this is. Okay, so... Yeah. A troy ounce is a little bigger. So... Once I get the money, I'm gonna get a pump and change this out for a proper high banker system. You know what? That's a weird way to wash your mats. Normally, how we would do it is we wouldn't roll it up and we wouldn't wash it out like that. That's kind of stupid. We would actually have like one of those like concrete mixing tubs, and we just put the mat in there, kind of wash it out. And then we'd go from there. Okay, let's pan this. Controls. Look at how little friction there is. In fact, there is zero friction. There is only gravity. This really isn't how you pan. This isn't how you pan gold. It just doesn't clean up in your pan. You gotta actually like shift it around and get the gold to separate. In fact, the gold should be sticking closer to the bottom of the pan because it's heavier. Okay, let's just grab the gold. Usually you want to have some water in the pan and maybe a little bit in your snuffer bottle before you do that, but yeah. How much I got in here? We got something. Okay, so do. Basically, your goal for panning gold is to get the unwanted stuff out of your pan while keeping the gold in there. And also, with how big these are, it's all stuff that you could just pick up with the tweezers. Now, you don't have to dump that stuff out for the game, but it's like, what else are you gonna do? I mean, there is more of a process to everything in this game than there is in, like, Out of Ore or some of the other games. Are we losing water in the tub down there? Oh, looks like bucket's empty. Oh, nope. The problem with this game is that there is actually, like, no actual physics going on here. Like, you're more likely to just dump your gold out than it is to get it properly separated. Oh, no. Did I just lose that piece of gold? I think I did. Why would you have that as a game mechanic? Nothing. Okay, let's go turn this gold in. Engine, handbrake. And notice, I can't hear the truck at all. I don't know why, but I can't hear the truck. And also, I don't know why in games they're like, oh, you've got low beams and high beams. It's like, the only lights I need are high beams because people don't care in the game. Because it's not like you're getting blinded by people with their high beams on. And also, this truck doesn't seem to take any damage. I don't think the vehicles ever actually take any damage. It's just components on them fail. Maybe. And also, this truck slides a lot. And also, even though I think this is on an SSD, we've got load times. Wait, I think I need to go to the blacksmith. Which, it's like, why do we have a blacksmith? I mean, I guess I can understand why in a little town like this you'd have a blacksmith, but it's like, why would you call him a blacksmith in this day and age? Oh yeah, I have a headlamp. Doesn't really matter. Oh, it costs money to smelt the gold. I could just sell the gold. By the way, what is the gold prices right now? Like the actual gold prices. Okay, so according to AppMex, the gold price right now is $3,360 per ounce, I think. Yeah, per troy ounce. Per gram, it's 108. 100,000 for a kilogram of gold. So yeah, it's like you get gold, you're gonna get some money. %40 of gold price. Not quite accurate. At least not in today's market. Oh, magnetite is used to upgrade the processing. Uh, uh, Game is not responding too well. Okay, it's gonna... I might as well just sell the quote-unquote gold ore. What we were getting out of there was nuggets. Whenever you use any kind of sluice or anything, what you're getting out of it is nuggets. Or a gold powder. Now, yes, it's not 100% pure. Oh, I guess... Oh no, that's how much I'm gonna get paid. I'm just gonna sell them my nuggets and stuff. But what we were pulling out were nuggets. We weren't pulling out flour gold or anything like that. We were getting full-on nuggets. Hold on, let me, Now that is flour gold. That is the type of stuff that you'll typically find. And actually, there's some decent chunks in here. Like, right there. Hold on. There we go. Like, there's some chunks right here. Like, This is more typical of the type of stuff that you're gonna get out of a sluice and all that. Now, yeah, you're gonna find nuggets and stuff, but they're not gonna be the big things that you see all the time. Definitely not the things that you're seeing in this pan that we're panning in the game. What's funny is that, hold on, whenever you search flower gold on DuckDuckGo, you get this. You get this stuff. It's like, no. It's like, I want gold. I want pictures of actual gold, not gold metal flower. But yeah, I just wanted to show that. But hey, I got money to get stuff now. The mirrors don't work on this thing. Well, time to go to the warehouse. Woo! Even though the lights are on, I can't see the dash. Okay. Let's grab one of those. We're gonna get the small pump. We're gonna need 2 of these, even though this is like kind of big. I mean, that's actually kind of standard size for the type of pump that you'd be hooking up. I forget, what connection does this thing have? You can't actually see it on here. So, I think I need one of these. Why it costs $100, I don't know. Gonna grab one of those. Do we have a filter? Where's the filter at? Now, the filter that I'm looking for in game, it says it's for pollution, but I know that you stick something on the end of the hose to prevent rocks and stuff getting sucked up into it. At least large rocks and stuff. Miner's moss is not necessarily... I mean, miner's moss is a type of material that you can use to capture gold. It's not necessarily just Oh yeah, you need miner's moss for this. Transport crate. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. Mobile fuel tank. That costs more than I have. So, I'm not gonna do that. Where do... I know I found the filter here before. Was it out here? Yeah, right here. And it's with the oil filters. Well, fuel filter. Fuel filters? Those look like oil filters to me. But I understand, filtering the fuel this far out. You don't really want random junk getting into your fuel system. But that's more of an oil filter in my opinion. Okay. Let's check out. Okay. Here's the loading dock. Oh, it comes with like 20% fuel. But we're just gonna drop it there so that we can fill it up at the gas station. Along with this. Now, just to get into the technicality of hoses, you really only need one reinforced hose and one not reinforced hose whenever you're pumping water, because the not reinforced hose is the one that you run to whatever you're pumping stuff to, because it's going to be filled with water, pressurized water. I'm just gonna stay with that explanation. We're a little too far up. There we go. So, you don't need the ribbed hose, ribbed reinforced hose. You only need that for the suction side. $7.69 per gallon. Jeez. But yeah, kind of forgot what I was talking about again. How does this always happen? Wait, I don't recognize this road. I also don't know why in games that you drive off-road, you would forego diff lock all the time. Except for something like, spin tires. Because in spin tires, if you have diff lock on, you've got less of a turning radius. What exactly are you looking to do, Cat? Okay. 9:53. Think it's time to call it a day in game. I don't know why you can sleep for a certain amount of hours. It just makes sense to... What? I don't know what that was talking about. But... Put that back on. I'm just gonna... Flop that there. I'm gonna rip that out. If I can find a way to sell it, I will. Yep, for some reason it's using a small hose despite having that giant PVC pipe in there. And then you just plop it in the water. That hose is a lot more bendy than I would expect it to be. Gonna plop that there. Gonna grab this. And hook. No. Hook that up. Connect it to one of these. And then hook it there. And then we're gonna grab that and put it there. Okay, let's turn this thing on. We don't have water. Why don't we have water? Are you not in deep enough water? Do we have water now? I think that means we have water. Oh, wait. Wrong way around. There we go. Yep, I did not put it the right way around. And now we just keep shoveling. I'll tell you this. Shoveling the dirt into this thing in real life is actually kind of satisfying. Kind of want to go do some of this again. Problem is I have to take my grandmother with us. And she can't really handle going much of anywhere anymore. Cat, that is not stable. Man, I wish I could find nuggets, like, anywhere. Like, the nuggets that it says that I'm finding just shoveling this stuff it's like, you'd be rich in no time if you were finding these nuggets. Because, as I pointed out, gold is like over $3,000 per ounce. So it's like, just even getting one of these nuggets, like, even if you to just sell it for like half price, half the gold price, because the gold price is actually based off of 24 karat gold and not just a nugget. That could have who knows what in it. Basically, 1.21 ounces. Basically, it's like, I'd be able to make my mortgage payment with that last nugget that I got. Like, my monthly mortgage payment would be covered by that nugget. The problem is that you're never gonna find anything anywhere that gets you nuggets like that all the time. Like, this is highly unrealistic. Which, I mean, I could just, go into here and just be like, nope. But I kinda wanna get more stuff going on here. Might go till about 9:30. wonder what type of equipment I could get once I sell all this. Yeah, these things blast through material quite fast. Like, there's really no way you're gonna back it up. Wow, look at that hole that we're forming here. Okay, it says the mats are full. It doesn't really work like that, but whatever. Turn the pump off. I don't have a bucket. Yep, just toss it right there. Okay, let's go take care of this bucket. Which you would not be running with a bucket this size. Well, not with all that in there. Okay, let's pan. Hold on. I'm smelling something that I probably shouldn't be smelling. Cat, did you do something? Okay, I'm ending the stream earlier than I thought because the cat. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. The cat went on my bed. So, I gotta take care of that now.